Cool. Okay. So, unfortunately, I was having some trouble with the stream earlier. So I do apologize. Yeah, I got in the first year or so, almost a year. But what I did was I set up my construction as so. I built up a tool factory already, along with four more construction sectors. I disbanded the army because we are under the control of Austria right now. So they should provide the defense that we really need. Down to the point where I cut down my surplus, and now we're running uh, deficit, but that's okay because our economy shall expand. You can see I got a motor industry in there. We are working to pass free trade. I've never seen another nation, now I'm not the most experienced with the game, but I've never seen another nation where the landowners actually support free trade. Um, yeah, so I'm taking full advantage of that and getting that out of the way now. Um, I did some minor updates to production methods here, and I actually need to do this. I'm glad that I looked. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, yeah, so we're still good here. Although this might be getting to the point where it's worthwhile to upgrade, yeah. Okay. So, steel mill will be the next urban building produced. And then what else did I do? Oh yeah, tech. I started investing into railways. What are we getting in military in terms of spread? Screw frigate? No, we're landlocked, so that really doesn't help us. Not at the moment, at least. Nationalism will be certainly powerful. Central Archives is what's coming to us, though. Alright, I think it is time to let it run. Yeah, I figured all this stuff would be expensive. We are going to be driving up prices, but that's okay. We will be doing some buy orders, I'm sure. Because we have trade centers. Okay, we got that free trade. What are we doing next? Yeah, I think we're going to peasant proprietorship. Once again, the landowners support this. I don't really know why. It doesn't seem to be in their best interests. Well, it definitely is, because they will get richer overall, but not many people are able to think like that in real life or in this game, and I think that it's accurately captured. That it will hurt them over the short run. Let me check. So where is that tooling factory at? I think it's here. Yes, it is. Okay, so you are totally limited. We need to be in iron tools until that steel mill comes online. What? We are probably looking at 3 months out. By the end of this year, for sure. I'd really like to suppress this. Okay, that coal mine's about done. And I'm sure that it's not happy right now. I think that I built it up here. No. 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 Oh, it was here the whole time. Oh, that's because I clicked somewhere else. Okay, so at least it's making money. Even without the steel mill operation. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot more iron. We're almost through our budget. You know what? We'll do 3 here too. Bump you up to 10. No, I don't really want the rural folk getting too much prominence. We will have to pause construction and save up again pretty soon. I don't want to get more than maybe $100,000 into debt. Oh yeah, I should probably pull up the stream on my phone so that I can monitor the chat. There we go. Okay, now I got chat pulled up. I can actually see what you guys say, if anybody watches and sees. Excellent. So what's next? I would like to get cultural exclusion, especially given our location in Central Europe. That could be very, very nice to have. And I think it's the only thing worth trying for. Well, interventionalism, for sure. Because I probably should have done this first. Yeah. Definitely. Let me make sure this stream's actually being put forward properly, and it is not. Victoria 3. Wow. This game's already 3 years old, damn near. That's crazy. Alright. Now. Okay. I think we can keep on cruising then. Do need to watch my credit. I've got another couple weeks, but I want to get the steel mill up and running first. Okay. Now we can pause it. And I want to go into here, and now we should be able to change over to steel tools. Yep, perfect, perfect. Unable to hire until... When are you going to try? Okay, there we go. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, because now you're not limited. Excellent. What's this? I've never seen this symbol before. Ooh. Well, that would be bad if they decided to do that after I destroyed my army. I'm just trying to build up this economy, man. It's the most important part of the game. The most important part of life, in my opinion. But I think I might be a little bit biased. I don't actually think that we need motor industries yet. I think it's more important that we improve our coal output. Whoopsies. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I think it's more important that we improve iron output first. Then we can worry about others. All right, we're back up to quarter mill. That should be 28 weeks building. Enough to get both of these done and put a dent in the motor works. Out of the things that they could build, logging camps are all right. Hopefully, moving on to interventionalism will also change their investment priorities. Though they're not making enough money now to really be worthwhile. You have made a previous investment. They built at least one livestock farm. I watched that one happen. Standard of living climbed significantly. God damn. I don't even know. Oh, the change in ownership laws, the change in land ownership did it. Okay, I probably should put a consumption tax on some bullshit. Liquor? Yeah, I do want to dissuade consumption of liquor. I think we go ahead and get the railways. Yes, cool. Because that goes ahead and unlocks railways for us. Excellent. That puts us a little bit ahead in production. Technology. I think we help out the spread. Go with intensive agriculture. I think that's going to be important moving forward. We still can't build fertilizer factories yet. I think that's blocked by that technology. Now, I think is the time. I think we got to start privatizing. That's all that we can. Only the stuff that we built since everything was privately owned to begin with. What do you want? They want autocracy? Man, that's tough. Oligarchy versus autocracy. Okay, so what are my main differences here? 2 government size allowance. So that's the big thing. And we get rid of capitalist political strength bonus. But command economy is based on central planning, yeah. What about combination X? Because I actually think that guilds are relatively okay as far as they go. At least in terms of the promotion of your population's well-being, not necessarily in terms of uh, growing your economy. However, I think that this is a very overlooked portion of it. The 25% chance of building reinvestment. Hmm. How angry are they at me already? They shouldn't be angry at me at all. They should be pretty fucking happy. Yeah, they're 20. I can definitely tell them to go fuck off. Because my legitimacy is fine too. Yeah. That was a bigger decision than I thought it would be. Okay, I was in privatization mode. Okay, that's everything set to be privatized. Are there any other building? We don't have engines, but I think I'll go ahead and stimulate the demand. Because we can buy engines. Wait, I thought I enacted free trade. Why then? Yeah, why then? Oh, the market owner. That's right. Fucking Austria. Nice, they finally got those logging camps. The glassworks. I can definitely deal with the glassworks. We will have a glut of coal here soon enough. We are going to have to pause this construction before it's... No, we can finish this out, can't we? No, not quite. Well, we are going to finish out our motor industries one way or another. Right. Yeah, we're finishing these motor industries before we pause construction again. We've already increased the GDP by 10% in 2 years. That's pretty good. That's 5% growth a year. Literacy is exploding even though we have no formal education system, thanks to the decrees I passed. Which looks like one of them needs to go away. I think, yeah, I can go ahead and get rid of Donatel's road maintenance. Well, this just causes more radicals, right? Yeah, and it's not even, yeah. We're good. So, oh, you guys now have a motor industry. You're very productive. Good. Yeah, after this last Donatil, Donut, I don't know how to pronounce it. Alright. How is pop growth looking? I haven't even paid attention to it. About average. We're not losing too many to immigration yet. I'm sure that'll change as we go into the 1840s, 1850s. Another coal mine about to be done. Oh yeah, I did want to pause this because now I'm 100. We're gonna get this last week knocked out. Now we'll pause. How are you doing here? You're doing just fine. You don't quite have the demand. I think another tooling factory is in order. Sure. Press Alt for that. Okay. So we got tech to research. Well, no, actually, we need another steel mill. No. Oh, you're not producing enough. I wonder why. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we got fractional distillation, which I don't really care for. But nitroglycerin is super important. We need to build a fertilizer factory ASAP. We do not have sulfur mines, but I'm sure that there's a sulfur mine somewhere in the Austrian Empire. I'll do you there. My phone's covering up that X, so it makes it a little bit hard to press. Okay, good. I don't want to change from professional army. Let's see if we can get cultural exclusion. Landowners are indifferent. $117 in the bank. Yeah, I need these capitalists to start getting more money. See, why is steel so expensive when we have steel production? Iron. Okay. We can get the price of iron down. I would say less than 30. That should give me 1%. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Just need the price of iron. Means this can probably be moved up. Strangle my supply. Now we're barely losing anything. We might be able to get another construction sector. Hmm. I mean, I got to, really. It's the only one I've got. We can change it later. Trade rights. I don't want to negotiate with either of those groups. Neither of them will do good for the nation. Wait, in India? Huh. We might get this passed yet. I never use those buttons. They could be really useful moving forward. Okay, now we're getting to the point where I'm gonna take a look. Automate failed. Brick. Will they be able to finish this? No. I really need more authority right now, though. So now we got central banking spreading. That's one of my favorites. Power of the purse. Goddamn naval technologies. Yeah, I don't think that I'll go ahead and do that, actually. We should have plenty of coal at this point, but not enough still. Or maybe services. We just have too many peasants. Services are still too cheap. wool gathering for sure. Because this produces 2.5 per farm. This takes 5, so. They're even right now, so we'd be half under. I was gonna say, I thought that that brought that up. It lagged a little bit on me. Okay, so we got glass works. Do we have a lead mine? Cool. Yep, definitely need capitalists to be investing in tools. So how are you not making money? How is iron so expensive? I can understand why coal is, but god damn. I really want this cultural exclusion, man. Sounds so fucked up to say, but it's better than what we have now. National supremacy. We could definitely work on the paper industry, but I don't think that's wise. And since they're moving into privatization mode, we can continue to build, even going into deficit. Not necessarily that much, though. I should pause it after this. Okay, so now, yeah, iron prices are coming down for you. Oops, no, I wanted the lead mine to move down more. That's even with $600 in interest. Yeah, this is gonna sit in Parliament for a long time, it looks like. Almost good to start building again. I'm gonna go grab my coffee. I'm gonna take right next. Coffee strong. Whoopsie daisy. Now I think we're good to start building. Got over a quarter mil. Just get some local production going too. So hopefully it'll feed directly into this steel mill. God, Economics is so beautiful. How's this coal mine doing? Wonderfully, of course. Even though they're paying arm and a leg for tools, we really need to get the cost of tools down. That might be the next move. I'm alright with that. There. No, price call's still too high. We still need at least you three. Wait, so if you're so productive, how's your overall productivity low? Alright. So we are 7 years in, almost 8. We have increased our GDP by about 25%. Well, more than. Holy shnikes, what just caused that to jump? Yeah, you should be making buku bucks. We just got absorbed. Well, that's the end of this one then. Oh, I didn't mean to exit the desktop. Shit. Okay. Okay. So, sorry about that. I did not mean to put desktop there. But I just changed the title over because we're just going to be achievement hunting. I've never played a game of Spain, but I was considering it. We'll check out what achievements I have. What I still need to get. But I am going to use this opportunity to use the bathroom. So this will load up. We'll do the economic dominance. I don't think I've ever played a game as Mexico either. So we'll do some Spanish speaking nation. We are back. Now, let's take a peek at achievements. Locked. So what country specific ones are there that don't require DLC to get? No, Cuba would be an interesting one. Yeah, okay. We're playing against Cuba. You know what? We'll take the economic dominance route. I don't think it's going to happen, but if I get that achievement at the same time, might as well get two birds stoned at once. Nikes. Oh no, we're gonna be okay. Cuba. Game rules. That's what I wanted to look at. Okay, standard, allowed. I want this on aggressive. Okay, everything else is good. Okay, so what kind of state are we sitting in right now? I would like to go ahead and get dedicated police force now. Professional Army, Merchant Navy. I'm really not too concerned about the Navy. Home Affairs is probably just National Guard, yep. Let's go for it first. I think I'll get Proprietor Women next. Or Property, not Proprietor. Colonial Affairs aren't too important. What's the amendment that we have? So, I think... First and foremost, I think we gotta go with a dedicated police force. Even though we don't have local police force. Okay, we got no construction sector. Good. Good. What do we need? First and foremost. Well, we need to be producing sugar. Let's see what starts spreading to us. Let's check out our buildings and see what we can do. We want slaughterhouses. We want fig orchards. So, we can build coal and iron. We have logging camps already. Build one of these. Tooling workshop, too. Where did I just build that? Oriental. What about my logic? Okay, good. We have one in Oriental. Okay. I think I might do tooling first. Then we need to start producing sugar. Go ahead and disband you. Which means I could actually build a couple of construction sectors. Hmm. I gotta do that. Alright. Let's get rolling then. Because at this point, you guys don't even require tools now. Okay, let's start to spread. So we got banking spreading. We got paddle steamers. We got fractional distillation. I hate fractional distillation. I'm surprised we already have railways. I think we got to start on intensive agriculture. Hmm. Encourage manufacturing in Oriental. Well, I don't really know. So, use the rest of my authority. Yeah, we don't want tobacco. We don't want luxury. We'll see as these construction sectors start getting their workforce where our budget ends up at. Looks like we might end up being positive after all still. If that's the case, I will not build more. I will instead switch their production method. Especially once this tooling workshop is done. We're not going to be still positive good. So we will need a couple more government administrations, though. Because I think, well, we're 26% excess. We might be able to get away with it. Slave revolt? Oh, yeah, that would be a nice thing to be able to change. I forgot that we had slave trade. I'd like to get up to slavery banned. Yeah, a little dip in our standard of living, but that's okay. We'll build one more construction center. That was the right move, but it's the one I made. Yeah, I was going to say that should swing the proportion there pretty well. Beautiful. What's next? Can't get that yet. We could change over to legacy slavery. I think we got to. It's not what I want, but it will help. Okay, so how's that tooling factory doing? Oh, god damn it. Yeah, 4 weeks here. Well, that sucks. Well, let's see if Spain comes to our aid. I have my doubts. Yep, I think this is a botched run too. We'll see, but. Yep, we lose. Well, actually, let's see what this uprising does for us. Because it might change around some laws. Yeah, can't I just capitulate? I assume I'm not even the war leader. Oh. They wouldn't accept. Oh, Spain wouldn't accept. Yeah, I think this is a botched run. I think I can do better next time, though. I think I can do better next time. I'll be Cuba again. Don't worry. Okay. This time we won't dismantle our army off the bat. We will do this, though. Count of 5. Get one more U. Get one more U. Okay. I think we go with racial segregation first. Need intensive agriculture. So oops. That's one too many. Okay. That should be good for now. Okay, yeah. And I forgot to spend my authority again. Where are all these buildings going up? All 3 of them, okay. Alright. We could build some construction sectors. I think I will. I think I'll build 2. And I want them here. Legacy slavery should be my next reform after racial stratification. We'll take the prestige. We've got no stall chance. Okay, can I support this for 30 weeks? Yes. You over. Change you over. You probably aren't profitable to change over yet. Yeah, and we'll wait for sleep. You are definitely worth using molds on. Ooh. One week. Alright, now we gotta stop our investments. Alright, tooling factory. Okay. You'll still be okay. You will drive the price up, not absurdly so. Let's get the tools price down. We need to get this iron mine built. Stat. This privatization should help. Cool, we got racial segregation. Let's see if we go to... Go to legacy at the very least. Hardwood shortage, but that's just because there's a civil war going on. What, is there not enough demand for tools? What's your issue? What's your major malfunction here? Yeah, so we just need better connections then. Upgrade the strength of those landowners if possible. Okay. So iron mine must come first, and we probably need a second iron mine to support all of this. We will put it at the top of the docket, but we're going to move it down to a certain extent. Because I want this second one to come online after the steel mill. So we can change over tools. Captain Generals? Huh. Cuba's just one big boat. Oh wow, Mexico won. Mexico got Texas. Yep, let's get him unpopular, but still in charge. We'll just have to save up a little bit. Disbanding the army really does save a lot of money. What we can do instead is we can budget and reduce their wages. This takes it down to 331. That puts us above 3,000. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Aha, but then their spending drops. Yep, tax burden. Well, either way, we gotta get this iron mine running. We have to. God damn, the military is so fucking expensive. I'm not gonna get us in a fucking debt spiral. We're not large enough to really support major deficit spending at this point. But I need to ensure my local supply of tools. And the means of production, I guess I can. Very Cuban way to put it, I guess. But we must have our own means of production if we're ever going to succeed. Because this manager clusterfuck right now. They can't provide themselves tools, let alone us. Yeah, I don't care about time. We've got time. Things aren't going to change that fast either way, no matter what we decide. I'm glad that the industrialists are doing something, or the manor houses, I suppose. Yep. But at least they're building something. They ought to be able to finish it too. Nice. Got tobacco coming? That's alright with me. We can support 2 weeks of construction. Man, getting rid of that military makes a big difference. What's the present? My phone just went crazy and I don't know why. National Awakening, man. Okay, so now we can pause construction again. We go into here, and we want to drive that demand for iron. How much can you produce? Okay, there we go. Okay. It's tricky to balance because, you know, tools are an input for iron production, but they're also a product of the iron output. Do I have the only fucking... No. But there's only 3, and I have the most productive. Do it. I think it'll happen. Alright, there's more tobacco being made. I think we need a port. Press the Windows key. No. Okay, so we got intensive agriculture. That is good. I'll help the stock exchange at least a little bit. Well, we should be able to convert this point, what, 2 over. We got to get this port built. We're going to go into deficit to do it, but it has to be done. Excellent. Got to get the port built. We're up to 500 in interest. It should be a full 1,000 before this completes, but we can support that. We need the infrastructure. Alright, now we can pause our construction. We got fractional distillation, which probably won't help us at all. Yeah, we don't even have grocery industry, it doesn't matter. I have the most productive steel mines in Spain, or iron mines in Spain. How? Clippers are so expensive? We really don't have. Oh my god. This is pitiful. Why aren't you telling me that clippers are expensive? It's true. What did I just research? Stock exchange. Yeah. Need that. Dude, the Spanish economy sucks too. Might do another Canadian game. Canada's fine. Yeah, this is another botch game. I'm just trying to expand too fast. Just trying to expand too fast. I overdid it with my construction industries. There's a lot of mistakes I made. Things need to be done it though. Because if I don't want shit to be fucked up, then I gotta build a ship, or I gotta build a port, then a shipyard, then I can start expanding my industry, my resource, and manufacturing. In Cubic Oriental. Yep, I think this is another restart. Because you will consume what? No tools yet. Oh, okay. You never consume tools yet. Never consume tools. Huh. So yeah, breaking into the shipping industry might be the way to go with Cuba. I get my tools. Once I get my shipping online, I do tools. Tools and steel and motors. Then I can focus on building up sugar. Unless I just do it from the beginning. You know what? That's what I'll try this time. I'll try just doing it from the beginning this time around. Nothing but sugar. We are going to build up our ship first, though. So first and foremost, gotta go in here, take this down to 5, bring this up to 2, bring this up to 2. Port here. Shipyard up here. Okay. Shipyard, port. Yeah, shipyard's port. These two can go back. Tools, iron, coal, steel. That seems logical to me. We can go ahead and get legacy slavery now. I'll go without construction industries for a little bit. Because that will put me into debt. Hmm. Alright, let's see how this goes. It would be kind of cool to have a marine army so that I could land on Haiti and take it. It would be nice to own all of the Caribbean, honestly. But I'm just focused on getting that achievement. Still banking up money. I think it would be wise to build a single. Cannot expand my industries too fast. My construction sectors, I should say. Otherwise, I will get into a hole that I will not be able to climb up. Is it even consuming it? My construction sector isn't. So we definitely need more iron mines and coal mines before we can support steel sector. Oh, I should have done this one first, and the two better. Legacy slavery isn't going through nearly as well as I thought it would. Damn. My manor houses should be able to expand logging camps. I'm just trying to privatize this son of bitches. Alright, port built. It is a tragedy. What can I negotiate with? Armed forces. There is plenty. You don't have the money to, though. Past legacy slavery, though, would be a better workforce. Yeah, I can. Okay, that was a nice one. What are we getting in society? Mass communications. We need to. Feasible. Racial segregation. Just about out of debt. Got an arms industry being built. That's interesting. That should be very profitable. You know what? If these guys want to do it, I'll go ahead and flip everything to privatization. Only cost me 2,000 a week now to run my construction. I'm willing to do that. For this to be built. I'm switching you. That's all there is to it. Might harm your productivity, but I think it'll overall increase the productivity of my nation. Cheaper tools are good. Yeah, because now Iron Mine's doing better. It should be a positive feedback loop going into here, because it should drop the price of mine. Yeah, considering production's at 42. Need some way to subsidize. Well, you know what? Actually, if I go back to just crude tools here, then I go to my construction, and it will cost me significantly more, but it will also be much more. Way too much more, actually. I gotta build up that iron industry first. Well, I might as well do this then. Well, actually, you know what? We can make this easier. We can go bop, 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 bop. Nothing. Damn, racial segregation really got going on 90%. That arms industry. Yeah. Give them more investment potential. Up to 3,000 a month. Or 3,000 a week, rather. And if they're about to privatize Tooling workshop for 150,000. I think that I can support some construction. Because my credit should be far lower than that. Nice. Property women, or just go ahead and get admin. We gotta do it here. Our infrastructure's low. Because we're wasting too much tax. Yeah, 25%. Okay. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Okay. Got another privatization coming. So we've got 100 grand headed back into our coffers. We can support this. You know what? Actually, it might be wise to go ahead and get coal mine. so that I can boost the production of iron. Yeah, because this requires coal. Yeah, the other one doesn't. Or it doesn't require iron, rather. Well, that's because you guys aren't utilizing the portfolio, are you? Nope. Well, you guys could fix your infrastructure if you could fucking pay people, right? You've got cheap enough inputs. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with you. Why aren't you producing much? Hardwood's expensive. But that should not be the limiting factor here. The demand isn't high enough. Okay. Starting to get to where we might be able to do that. We can go ahead and do property blooming, though. Spain just changed their construction sector. That's why. You actually want to privatize? Okay, so that's. Why do you want to privatize this port? It's not making money. It is getting better, but. I do want capital. My fairly. Okay, so now we got a coal mine kicking. Do we have any demand for coal? Any local demand, I should say. Yes. Top needs a 5. But if I go ahead and do this. Tools are expensive, but I think we can change that. Yes. Which means that we should be able to change this then. Or you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Especially with another iron mine opening at the end of this month. Or the middle of next month, rather. Middle of next month. So with this one opening, we should double capacity. Or we should double the consumption rate. We should have twice as much supply as demand. That's probably the way I should phrase that. Hey, what are you guys gonna do? Not privatize. Good! You're building a railway. That's beautiful. Bet you we can almost switch over to Iron Prime. Yeah, arguably need coal first. But we will let this iron mine finish. Property women. I can almost do that. It's getting close. It's getting close. Okay, what else can we do? We need to change this over to Capital Fleet at some point. We could go ahead and get right to associate. That's a good move. Which is so fucked up that we still have slavery, but we can let people join unions. Yeah, we're not going to go too far into credit. We'll wait for this iron mine to complete, and then we'll pause our construction. Then get these coal mines going after we save up a little bit. I need more government administration. That's okay. I'm fine with that. Fighting against America? I'm not necessarily all that fine about that. What does America want to do to us? America wants Puerto Rico. Are they going to add any more? Probably. We can check on that later. I'm fine with getting my vassalage transferred to the United States, as a matter of fact. I think that would be just fine if this plays out like the real Spanish-American War. We need to pause after this government admin, bank up. Still haven't added anything more. Surprised they wouldn't try to take the Philippines or something. We'll just let them invade if they do. My military is here for internal control, not external power projection. We've got to keep going on this. We've got to get this done at least. Coal mines can wait, but one more. Press it. Okay, cool. Just one more level of iron mine built. Nitroglycerin, nice. Need to build some explosive factories and a sulfur mine then. Well, we're getting empiricism there, that's not bad. Oh, we can get percussion. I think I go ahead and help with the Bestman processing. Help myself to catch up. I have to go use the bathroom. Well, fuck. You got very bad. But yeah, I've got to go use the bathroom again. So I'm gonna go do that. We are back. We're so back. Alright, we still gotta bank up a little bit more and then restart construction whenever we're ready. Where am I? Oh yeah, they're still working on that railway. They'll be there by the end of the month. No. They've got another like 7 weeks. Okay, so there goes the Spanish Navy. Oh, that's why they're taking advantage of America now. Because they're also at war with England. I still don't think it's going to work out that well. Adoption, cool. We are gold reserve not even near where we need to be. It looks like it's why did America initiate this war on us when they had this going on too? God, what happened? I wasn't paying attention. So I just got what? I've got no spread? I've got no spread. Fuck. Well, you know what? Water tube boiler it is. Yeah, decimal process. That doesn't really help us too much. So we will need a fertilizer factory. And we do have sulfur. Yes. Cool. Not very much, but we do have some. That's a hard choice. Yeah, I'll take the hell with it. Why not? Alright, now I got chat back up. Let's take the reset. Let's just take the reset. Oh. We lost all our support for it, huh? Well, that's pretty messed up. Can't get the capital fleet like we want. Got property like we want. Oh, there's nothing worth going at, is there? I guess we could try this. That's really disappointing. What's not disappointing is my balance, even while under construction. Well, that'll change once this railway is done, though. Okay, good. We need the railway. Doubles. Thank you. Can't negotiate with the armed forces again. I won't be willing to do what they want. Well, you know what? I'm done. I'm done streaming for the day. Well, maybe not for the day, but for now. For now. I appreciate anybody that watched. Thank you.